Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea, one that can totally change the way you see everything around you. It's called Vibhuti Yoga. Now, I know when you hear yoga, you probably think of physical poses, right? But in this context, it's all about union or discipline. It's a way of practicing how to find the extraordinary in the most ordinary things.
Just think about it for a second. When was the last time you were just stopped in your tracks by something breathtaking? Maybe it was a crazy beautiful sunset, a piece of music that gave you chills, or seeing someone do something incredibly brave. What does that feeling of pure awe really come from?
Well, people have been asking that question for centuries, and it's right at the heart of this ancient teaching called Vibhuti Yoga. You can translate that as the yoga of divine glories, and believe me, it has a pretty amazing answer to that question about awe.
Okay, so the central idea here is something called the divine spark. Get this, it's the concept that all the greatness we see in the world, it all comes from one single source. And at the core of it all is this really profound statement from Krishna. It basically sets the stage for everything else. The idea is that the universe isn't just a random jumble of stuff. Instead, everything, literally everything, flows from this one divine origin.
So, what is this divine spark anyway? It's really the key metaphor for Vibhuti Yoga. Think of it like this. Anytime you witness true greatness, incredible wisdom, amazing strength, or just stunning beauty, you're not just seeing an isolated event. What you're actually seeing is a small expression, a little spark, of that one divine source showing itself. Okay, let's really get into this, because this is where the philosophy starts to feel real and tangible. If these divine sparks are literally everywhere, where should we be looking for them? Well, the examples given in the teaching are just all over the place. It points to the massive, majestic power of the Himalayas, but also the gentle, life-giving flow of the Ganges River. It includes the brain power of wise sages and the pure guts of courageous warriors. Basically, any peak expression of anything is a sign of this divine glory. And this, right here, is the heart of it. A wise person and a giant mountain might seem like totally separate, unrelated wonders. But according to Vibhuti Yoga, nope. They're just different flavors of the exact same thing. They are all expressions of one single, unified glory.
So, in the original story, when the hero Arjuna hears this, he's just completely floored. You can imagine, right? He's just blown away by the scale of this idea, that the divine isn't some far-off concept, but it's right there in every amazing thing he's ever witnessed. His reaction is just pure awe and praise.
All right, so let's bring this all together, because this isn't just some ancient myth. The teaching is really framed as a practical guide for us, right here, right now. So, what does this actually mean for our lives today?
And that is the absolute crucial point. Vibhuti Yoga isn't just an abstract idea to think about. It's supposed to be like a new pair of glasses, a practical guide for experiencing your daily life in a totally new way.
And the teaching really boils down to the simple three-step practice. First, you start to actively look for this divinity in everyday things. When you do that, you start to see the bigger picture, and your own ego kind of takes a back seat. Second, that naturally leads you to respect all of creation. You feel more connected, more compassionate. And third, you practice gratitude. When you see the world this way, gratitude isn't just saying thank you. It becomes this constant state of joy and awareness.
This chart really just spells out the whole shift in perspective. The ordinary view, the world is just a bunch of separate, disconnected things. A beautiful sunset is, well, it's just a sunset. But with the Vibhuti Yoga view, you see this interconnected web. That same sunset isn't just a sunset, it's a visible spark of divine glory. At the end of the day, this is the big takeaway. It's about cultivating a sense of reverence, of wonder for the world around you. It's a practice of training your eyes and your mind to slow down, look a little closer, and see the truly extraordinary that's hiding in plain sight, in the most ordinary moments of your life.
So I'll just leave you with this question to take with you. After hearing all this, what divine spark, whether it's in nature, in another person, in an idea, or just in a simple quiet moment, what spark are you going to notice today?